I like getting wet.
I know you do.
Hey, a crayfish!
White Memorial is such a unique property. It's a 4,000-acre playground, a natural playground. It allows kids to get out and really experience and connect with the outdoors.
Look at the difference in the size of his claws.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, did this one die? His wings are like that a little bit, but...
My philosophy for conservation education is pretty simple. Education leads to appreciation, and appreciation leads to conservation. In order for kids to want to save our environment, they have to have some sort of connection to it. They have to love it and appreciate it. So that's what we're here for. We're here to help them establish that connection. Whether it's being out on the trail and identifying a native bird, or meeting one of our education ambassadors up close, like our barred owl or our salamander, and getting to know that animal, and then going out and actually seeing or hearing that animal on the trail. I think it's a baby of what kind of bird?
I'm not
Not a red-tailed, but there's one that sounds really similar.
There's flies in the hair.
It is a type of hawk. It's a red-shouldered hawk. They're a little bit smaller than red-tailed hawks, and they tend to live a little bit more in the woods as opposed to out in the open. I can actually show you guys a picture of one. Yeah, kind of that chestnut-colored breast with the checkered pattern. Perhaps it is identifying one of the trees in the area, or collecting rocks. All these things, though they seem simple, they are what are giving these kids this connection to nature that is going to make them environmental advocates in the future. If they appreciate what's around them, they're going to want to save it. I've always had a love for nature, particularly animals. I've loved animals since I was a kid. I think that's really an innate interest for me. So that's what provides part of my inspiration. But most of my inspiration comes from seeing kids being inspired by nature, whether it's plants or animals or rocks. Whatever is out there that's inspiring them to want to become environmental advocates in the future, that's what keeps me going. That's what inspires me and makes me so enthusiastic about my job.
My favorite part of camp is like the whole week, because every day we have so much new stuff to do. It's all just really fun.
Going to Tops Mead State Forest and climbing trees.
Touching the crayfish because it had just broken out of his exoskeleton.
You see right there? Okay, so that is the pitcher plant, and that's the tube with the sticky stuff inside where they're catching the flies.
Cool.
Yeah. White Memorial has a very strong tradition of providing quality environmental education for the residents of Litchfield County. We've actually been doing this for over 50 years when the Conservation Center was established back in 1964. And variety is the spice of life. It's actually what keeps my job exciting too. We offer a variety of different programs here, over two dozen different types of programs that school teachers can choose from when they bring their classes here. We offer after-school programs, camp programs, vacation day programs. It's never too early to get that love of nature. So we actually offer programs even starting pre-K all the way up to junior high and even high school. And of course, we also offer public programs for adults. We have one of New England's finest nature museums right here within the Conservation Center. And it's an amazing teaching tool for me because it represents the same habitats that you'd find out on White Memorial Foundation property. So you can go in and you can climb the platform up to Apple Hill, just like you would if you went out to the real Apple Hill. You can walk through the conifer woods, just like you would if you were actually walking out on Catlin Woods. You can go over to the section where you quiz yourself on bird calls and what birds look like. So you can identify birds here in the museum before you go out on the trail. So this is a great way to give kids an introduction to what they'll see when they go out on our property.
Oh wait, is it a frog? It has bumps on it, so it's not a frog. It's a toad. Very good.
There's little sticky globs at the end, and the insects get caught in it, and then it curves around itself like this one. You see this one here?
Oh yeah, it's digestive. That's the sphagnum moss.
Have we arrived, Carrie?
We have arrived. This is the black. There you go. Good. You got it.